So last time we had a four-wheel drive car go up for Fujimi Kaido. We had this Impreza 22B that absolutely wiped the competition, and it was just insanely quick that even back here the 22B just shows how dominant of a car this really is. However, let's not forget that Mitsubishi also has a car like the 22B that is just absolutely dominant in a lot of the Forza games, so let's see if this can hold a candle to that 22B. Alright lads and lasses, I'm Eccentric Racer and I am back on Forza 4, continuing on the King of the Mountain series. And yes, I have bought out the big guns really, the main competitor to the 22B. I have got the Evo 6. This should be a battle for the top. If the 22B is anything to go by, this Evo 6 should stand a very good shot at being just as quick, if not quicker, because that is a very fast time that the 22B did set. Anyways, let's get into it. Oh, also remember this time to actually put the Evo 6, if it goes within the top 10, which I expect it will, I'll actually remember to add the car onto the end screen. The results, unlike the Rossi and Q1, so you know you can actually, well, look at it. So you can see the speed. Question is, do I want to go Tommy Mäkinen? Yeah, I think that is the Tommy Mäkinen front bumper, or do I want to put on a sport front bumper? I think really I'm going to want to go for sport front bumper. Both of these actually look really nice, but I'm going to go for that one. I'm going to... I get a sport rear bumper. That is going to help somewhat. And I will put on this side skirt, I guess, and then I can stick on a lighter bonnet. Do I go carbon fibre? No, I'm going to go for that. So, let's get more into the building part of things. Race tyres, of course, we're going to look at some 265s all around. That's good to know. If it comes down to it, what engine can I put in it? Interesting. I could put in the Evo 10 engine. I think that's just going to be even worse than the Evo 6 engine, so no. I will come back to all of that. I'm going to put on a race diff. I'm of course going to want the brakes, suspension, the ARBs, and I'm going to go for race weight reduction. And now let's just shove in a whole bunch of power, and this should get to the top of S-Class, no issues. Yes, it is indeed. Oops, I want to go that. I'm going to put that on. Okay, I think I've got a gearbox limiting the top speed, but that's fine by me. Yeah, that's pretty much me done on the power front. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, it's gearbox limited. I can put in a street transmission, but do I want to really, although I think really I just want to save weight, because the, oh, balls. Yeah, I just kind of want to save weight really, because, well, you know, that's going to help out more in the long run, because the street transmission, yeah, sure, it reduces my shift time by 0.04 seconds, which I'm already using manual with clutch, so it's quicker to begin with, but it does absolutely nothing else, and that just costs 4 pi, so no, I'm not doing it. However, that is the Evo 6 built. We are looking at a car that's just over a ton, but with 515 horsepower, 446 foot-pounds of torque, and like I said, just under 2,300 pounds. So I can't remember the stats of the 22B off the top of my head. I will get that up in a second. And but yeah, I really do think that this could stand a very good chance against that Subaru. So I've got the stats of the Impreza here. The Evo 6 overall is looking better. We've got more power, 515 compared to 479. We've got more torque, 446 compared to the 414, and it is lighter as well. The Subaru weighed 2,311 pounds after I finished building that. This Evo 6 is 2,288 pounds. So yes, the Evo stats wise is a lot better than that 22B. So really everything is coming up Evo, but let's see if that is actually just the case. Right, okay, so here we are at the base of Fujimi Kaido, going to have 3 attempts to go up the new hill climb as fast as possible. The current leader is, of course, that Subaru 22B with, if I get the time up here, 4 minutes 30.7. That's it. So that's really its target for the Evo 6. That is what it should be aiming for. So I'm gonna have to definitely drive it like I've stolen it. So come on, we should. Everything is in this car's favour, and you know this car was even. What's it? Actually, no, never mind. I completely forgot what I was going with that. But it should be better because I think the Evo 6s in the Forza games are always overall just stronger than the 22B. But the 22B is very good anyway, so you know there is that. Okay, come on, let's get you through a few of the corners. Let's see what the acceleration is going to be like now that we're in something lighter. 97 miles an hour over the red crest, so I think that's about average for a four-wheel drive car. Probably a little bit. Actually, no, I think that is about right for a four-wheel drive car. Okay, come on now, let's get you through these couple of sections. That was a little bit risky of me. Managed to get through there okay though. So far, first impressions, yep, this car drives incredibly nicely. Probably a little bit more understeery than the 22B, which is a little bit surprising, to be honest. I think there's possibly a little bit more power going to the front than there was on the Impreza, possibly. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to wait and see. This surely should be able to keep up with the Subaru. I'll be surprised if it can't, because, well, you know, this is just this has always been an incredibly strong car. Yeah, it's really understeery, actually. That is indeed surprising. I wouldn't have thought that would be an issue. Tell you what, though, the acceleration out of the corners is phenomenal, as you'd expect. Well, like I said, this car's more powerful and lighter than the 22B, but it definitely is struggling with the front end grip more than the Subaru. But that's something to keep note of. Yeah, we understeer quite badly through there. Ooh, okay, couldn't even take the river chicane flat out. It's definitely not as nice to drive as a Rossi, and I can tell you that much. That car was absolutely incredible. I can't believe how good that Rossi really was. Like, I knew it was a good handling car from base. I didn't realise, though, that it would just be that quick at Fujimi Kaido. But we'll have to wait and see how this car does. Yeah, it's not as nice to drive as the Impreza. That's a little bit of a shame, but hopefully it makes up its time elsewhere. Probably need to just drive the car a little bit differently as well. That's possibly what it is. I'm probably not driving it correctly. There was a lot of understeer through there. I think there was a lot of two wheels antics over that small crest there. Yeah, I don't think we're actually bottoming out through there, which actually is pretty nice. Oh, I turned in a little bit. I think I was just a little bit too slow and turned in a little bit too early for that speed, so I just clipped the inside wall. It's going to cost, I think, a little bit of time, but I don't think it's going to cost too much. We'll have to wait and see though. Come on, Evil. I was expecting a little bit more from you. Really was, to be honest. I'll have to wait and see though. Ooh, Christ. Yep, hand it wide and then tuck it in. There we go, that's a little bit more like it. So I've got to definitely drive it a little bit differently. Just got to try and keep that front end just lacking a little bit of grip from what I can decipher. So need to definitely just drive a little bit differently, make sure that I get on the power just a little bit later and a little bit easier on it, just so that I don't spear off into the wall on the left or the right, depending on the type of corner. Let's see, what speed are we getting up here? 127 miles an hour, so you know, just your average four-wheel drive car. I'm going to swap the telemetry. I was doing something else earlier on, that's why the damage indicator was up. Of course, I don't run damage on here for the sake of things. I want to try and keep things consistent, so especially for the trickier to drive rear-wheel drive cars, so that's why I've left that off. Okay, it's one more corner to go. Come on now, Evo. You should be really good here. Oh, I've not got that final corner correct. Come on, up the final corner. That is a hell of a lot quicker than it really felt. That's stupidly good. That did not feel anywhere near as quick as a 431.034. So it's immediately in second place. Immediately in second place, and there's time. There's definitely time in that. I think this has got the 22B in the bag. All I've got to do is find 3/10. Find 3/10 in the run that was very dodgy. So now I know, understeers a little bit, but as expected, this car is bloody fast. I don't even know if there's going to be any other four-wheel drive cars that can really compete with it, to be honest. It's going to take a hell of a lot of car to be able to do it, and I don't think there really is many more four-wheel drive cars that can really compete. I can think of one that has, I think, possibly potential to be very quick, but won't be as quick as the Evo or the Subaru. Again, 97 miles an hour. Up to there, we're going to understeer a little bit, be able to eke onto that power a little bit more, so that, as this corner basically just never ends. Okay, come on now, gotta try and get around here. Whoa, back end stepping out. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's just an overall lack of grip that the Evo 6 has. It just understeers on the back end with a little bit livelier as well, so that is definitely not as nice to drive than the Subaru, but that's possibly down to as well the bigger power to weight ratio having some effect. I don't think it would be that much of an effect, but I know it would be a little bit. But anyways, let's ignore that. Let's now focus on trying to improve this run, or basically just scrapping it overall, because a little bit. There we go, that's a little bit better. Definitely have to, I think I've just got to be a little bit earlier on the brakes and just be a little bit gentler on the power, and then we are A-okay with driving the Evo 6. Okay, come on now. Through the 4 hairpins. Easy does it. You know what, I haven't really made much comment about the scenery, but when I get just brief moments, Fujimi Kaido is just such a pretty looking location. Especially on this game, the scenery is just glorious. There we go, that's more like it. Managed to take the river chicane flat out this time, 129 miles an hour. Really, that's the fastest section on the track, because it's a relatively quick one, and that's why I actually really like it. Before I started doing this series, I wasn't the hugest, I didn't mind Fujimi Kaido as much. I know a lot of people that do drifting more than me, because I don't really do drifting all that much. Absolutely adored Fujimi Kaido and have been asking for this track back ever since, well, practically Forza Motorsport 5 came out. And to be honest, now that I've been doing the series, I'm kind of wanting it to be back, because, well, for normal racing it's not going to be great, but for doing stuff like toge and of course drifting, as many people use this track for, it is brilliant. I will admit that. It is very, very fun. Anyway, let's ignore that. Let's go through the waterfall car park. It's, again, just really, really nice. Nicely done through there. So, slam on the brakes, try and get you through. This right-hander, there we go. I don't think this run is going to be as quick, mostly because of that issue I had at the beginning, but we'll have to wait and see. Was it probably... yeah, I think I was a little too early on the brakes there, to be honest, and I just had to let the car understeer wide, so that's definitely going to cost a little bit of time. Get close to the wall without clipping it. There we go, that's more like it. Whoa, go, come on, there we go. We are through there nicely. To get onto the power, probably get a little bit earlier on the power there, just let the car understeer itself wide. Let's see, what's the power band like? It's actually pretty good. I think, to be honest, I think I can actually get away with a little bit more speed, so more towards 128, 129 at a push, I reckon. But it could probably do that, to be honest. 129 up there. Careful now, because the power. Ooh, come on. A little bit issue. We're gonna have a small slide through there, which is definitely going to help the front end turn in. Just one more corner to go. This is going to be faster. Lord, my voice. Let me try that again. That's faster by a metric ton of 4 minutes 30.117, and I had an issue at the beginning. So it's beaten the Subaru convincingly. Can this be the sub 4 minute 30 car? You know what this might be? This might be the first sub 4 minute 30 car. Right. Because that was nowhere near a perfect run. There was many mistakes, and I did actually run wide and crash. So final run, it's not going to be losing anything, except for, well, my pride, if I mess this up big time. Because it has beaten the Subaru 22B convincingly by just under 6/10, which is huge in, well, really, especially in something like this, a point-to-point. 6/10 is actually quite it's fairly decent, that. 98 miles an hour, definitely got a little bit more speed there. Right, okay, come on, Evo, we got this. I've got hair in my eyes. I've got my own body is intervening against the Mitsubishi Evo. I'm not gonna stand for this. Okay, back end, just let him go a little bit. Kept it out the wall this time, so that should hopefully help a little bit. Well, it should definitely help keeping the speed going, having a little bit of a quicker run as well. I definitely do think that in the comparison, because, well, here's the thing, I do prefer the Imprezas to the Evils, however, I do appreciate the Evils. I don't like the 10 at all. The 8 and the 9 are alright. The 7 is forgotten about, sadly. I do quite like the 7. The 6 I am a big fan of, and the Evo 5 is my favourite. I do love the Evo 5. I'm a little bit more of an Impreza fan, but I can't deny just how good Mitsubishis are as well. I really can't. I am a big fan of both. Okay, come on now. But that's enough about the Evo versus Impreza. Yeah, come on. Let's get you up here. There we go. We're doing alright now. And some of the older Evos are quite cool as well, like the 3 and the 4. I wish they were in a little bit more games. However, Forza, add the older Evos, not just the 6, 8, 9, 10. Add the 7 and the 5. Basically, add all of them. Ooh, that's a little bit risky for me there. Did have to lift a little bit. I'm going to leave it in 4th, actually. Through there. Get through this corner a little bit better, possibly. Up towards the 50% hairpin now. Enough to slam on the brakes, get it round. This left-hander, oh, I tagged the wall a little bit, but I got away with it. Game didn't even dirty because it was that light of a tag. Just got to now get over that corner there, which we have done. Ooh, careful me. Through the tunnel we go. Come on now, but I think this is shaping up to be a better run. I've got to be careful over this crest here. We are absolutely fine. The car did not 2 wheels that time out. We managed to keep all of the grip. Going to turn in a little bit late, well, a little bit earlier, just let the understeer carry. And again, I'm actually able to carry a lot of speed because it's just not bottoming out, which is just absolutely phenomenally good. Okay, come on now, through the waterfall car park. And again, this... Christ, because here's the thing, it doesn't even feel like I'm going that quickly. Like, yeah, sure, it's definitely feeling like I'm putting down something good, do not get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like I'm going at just ridiculous pace until the very end, when I just realised at like the final sector that I'm round the final corner with a run time of like 4 minutes 27 or something like that, and then you just look back and go, hey, was it really that quick? I didn't feel it, but I suppose that's really a deceiving thing. Cars can feel slow, but are actually just incredibly fast. And then vice versa, it works the other way around too. Right, okay, come on. Over here, we're going to get a little bit of airtime. Shift it into 5th, 128 miles an hour. Probably shift a little bit too early, to be honest, because the power band in the Evo is good. I think the power bands in these cars are better than the Subarus. Subarus definitely want to short shift quite a fair bit, to be honest. Whoa, that was really close to that concrete wall there. Just a few more corners to go. We are right near the end now. Highway Evo, just 2 more corners to go. 1 more now. What are we looking at? Round the final corner, 4:27. Up the hill, we've beaten a 4:30. A 4:29.283. Oh my god. I don't know if anything's going to beat that. We're going to have to find some absolutely cracked 4-wheel drive car to beat that Evo 6. Well, there we are. The Evo 6 is now the new king of the mountain at the minute, absolutely dominating that 22B by 1.5 seconds. It did not feel like it was going 1.5 seconds quicker. It really didn't. But somehow it was, and I'm amazed by it. I knew the Evo 6 would be strong. I knew it would be a very quick car. Did I know it would be that quick? Absolutely not. But there we are. That's amazing. Well, I'm going to call it there for a video. I hope you enjoyed. All feedback is appreciated. If you do want to leave a car for me to drive, you can do that via comments, or in the description there's a Discord which you can join, and you can leave a comment there of a car that you want me to drive. However, take care of yourselves, and until next time, ciao for now. I balls up my own outro again. However, I'm going to call it there for a video. I do hope you enjoyed. All feedback is appreciated. If you want to suggest a car for me to use for Fujimi Kaido, you can so via comments, or joining my Discord, which is in the description, and leaving your suggested car there, and then I will go and use it. However, till next time, take care, and ciao for now.